Madden 25. Feel free to hit me up in the comments. Feel free to follow me on Instagram, Facebook. Click the link below so you'll subscribe to my channel and click that bell notifications to know when next upload is. And anyway, click that subscribe button and hit that bell notifications and hit that like button. And people subscribe to my channel. More people subscribe to my channel helps out my channel. And yeah, hopefully Tennessee versus Buffalo. Hopefully we can get out a win. Forecast 78.
Today, from Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York.
Great.
It's Week 7 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey, how's it going? Have you been able to talk to your mom yet about arranging something for New Year's or not yet? It'd be cool for us to get together for New Year's. Like in person.
It's the Buffalo Bills taking on the Tennessee Titans.
Okay.
Autumn has come to upstate New York. Fall colors abound, and we welcome you inside Highmark Stadium here in Orchard Park. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And Charles, you take a look at the Bills entering play here. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things can really go south if they lose this game. So they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. It didn't take long to see our first penalty of the game, did it?
We always talk about everyone wanting to get into the game in a hurry. The officials did as well.
Up the middle, it's Cook. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. The numbers a week ago for Cook. 7 carries, 65 yards.
And only 7 carries in last week's game, but I just don't know how any runner can really get loose and feel like they're into the game with that few carries. You've got to get that number up to around 15.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there. You talk about this Titan defense. They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the...
There he goes, left side. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 42 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
2nd and 10. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry. Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. And now they'll throw with Allen. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Titans are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. The rushing numbers for Pollard last week. 19 carries, 65 yards.
Just an all-right day from him last week. He really didn't break out for the huge yardage he had hoped going in. I talked to him before the game, though, and he knows this is a new, fresh opportunity. He's put last week behind him, and his focus, getting some extra yardage with every carry he receives this week.
Here's 3rd and 9. Levis from the gun. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part and got him the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive flag?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. That tackle by Jeffrey Simmons.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Here's Cook again. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. And the Bills at 500, 3-3 through the season's first 6 weeks. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Touchdown! Dawson Knox. His 3rd touchdown now on the air. And the Bills will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. This is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early in that that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you've gone somewhere, but you're really out here in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. Get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Meanwhile, Levis's throw pulled in by Hopkins.
First catch of the game for Hopkins. It's a first down.
Out of the gun, a give to Pollard. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46.
And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
Pollard will take it up the gut.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted.
Rasul Douglas picks it, and the Bills are going to get the football back at their own 17. James Cook running back out now.
He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind
Aiming
the
great.
line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. From the gun, it's Allen. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
So now on 4th down, Sam Martin on to punt for Buffalo.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Spinning away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Levis in trouble. Down he goes. Gregory Rousseau.
Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Levis's throw taken in by Ridley here.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection.
Oh, the ball's loose. Levis has it knocked free.
Down the numbers. There he goes. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown.
Pass on for the extra point.
And it's good to make it 14-0. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Strong running at the 30.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Levis out of the shotgun now. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches.
Back to throw, it's Levis.
Oh, wide open.
Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown.
Damn, Ridley.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Titans get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that'll make our score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Bills going to take over now late in this first half. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Allen.
Now he fires deep for Shakir.
Damn you.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain.
And the Titans are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
2nd and 10. Here's Levis.
Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Levis to throw it.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Boyd. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Drops this underneath for Pollard. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves it with 2 to go on second down. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you two in a bit. For now, plenty of early game action around the NFL to get you caught up on, so let's get to it. We'll begin in the AFC. Miami heading north to take on Indianapolis. And they are just about ready to head to halftime with the Dolphins on top. 3 Tua Tagovailoa touchdown passes there. From there, we head down south to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Tyler Lockett, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's take the trip across the Atlantic. See what's happening over in London, where it was the Jags serving as the home team who were able to come away with the victory. Trevor Lawrence, a very good performance as his guys run their record now to 5-2. We were treated to a solid first half of football by the great quarterback, Josh Allen. He connected on a touchdown pass in that first half, and that's a big part of why his guys lead at the break.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went in at the half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going? Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
He gets this one to Boyd. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up fourth down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he'll kick it away for the second time. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So here are the Bills to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Beginning this series with a handoff to Cook. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
On second down, Cook. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. They'll run it. Here's Cook. Room here to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 114 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So pass interference the call, and that does not look to be going over too well on the defensive side.
Or on their sideline, because I believe their head coach is saying right now, hey, you've got to call that both ways.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Khalil Shakir, 26 yards. And the Bills have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit.
And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And it's now 21-7. A drive there of just 4 plays.
And it was all polished off with a Khalil Shakir touchdown catch. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3.
Here's Pollard again. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. On the draw, it's Pollard. And he is going to lose yardage here. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on 1st down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now
as he's on to punt for Tennessee. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Throwing is Allen on 3rd.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed.
And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close.
We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. And this offense on third down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Levis. That is caught, and he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a first down. Levis back to throw. Here's a screen now for Pollard. No gain on the screen there at 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 12-yard line. Option play, here's Pollard. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And it's a Titans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Titans have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Folk connects on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it's finished off by the touchdown from DeAndre Hopkins. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 129 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea.
Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. 36 yards on the play. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. To throw, it's Allen. He's able to get it to Coleman. And down inside the 15 he goes. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now Allen. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 10. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. To the air, Allen. Touchdown, Bills. Dawson Knox
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bills look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. So Levis and the Titans now down by 2 touchdowns, 2:23 to play. 1st and 10, here's Levis. And the catch made by Hopkins. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
I tell you what, when you're down on the scoreboard, you've got to look to your stars, and that's what they do here to start the drive. I wouldn't be surprised if they looked his way a few more times in short order. That one, well designed, and it's a quick 1st down.
Levis, he'll look to throw it. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 2nd and 6 coming up. Here's Levis. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. This Buffalo crowd letting him have it. 3rd down now. Levis. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Desperation time now. Here's Levis. He's got his target. That's complete. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Levis to throw. This one caught by Ridley. Here's 2nd down and 3. Working from the gun. Here's Levis. And they're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in.
What?
And the contact may have come too early. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Rasul Douglas picks it, and the Bills are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he will have a Bills 1st down, and that should be that. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here's a 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. They run again on first down. Cook. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills.
Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care of the ball on offense, trying to take it away on defense. And let's face it, when you give it away 3 times in one game, you make it very difficult for your team to get the W.
So for Buffalo, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Titans, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL.
Not much, you? Hey babe, you can ask Daywell if he's one of your subscribers. Nice.
Today, from Seattle, Washington, it's Week 8 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Buffalo Bills.
With Mount Rainier in the distance, there are few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect day for football at Lumen Field in Seattle. inching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. The Seahawks set to go on offense here, and it is the Pro Bowler Geno Smith at quarterback, Charles, in his 12th NFL season.
And Smith continues to show that his career resurgence hasn't been some fluke. He's brought a level of maturity, stability, and good play that allows him to compete with any team on any given week. The real question is whether or not he can become a championship caliber quarterback. Only time will tell, but for now, he's done enough to give this franchise reason to believe they can certainly get the job done.
A lot of talk the other day about them wanting to quiet this home crowd early and often. Very first play of the game, they do just that.
You're exactly right about that, because that's often a conversation when you go on the road and you travel. Hey, let's take the crowd out of it. What a great way of doing so by putting the quarterback on the deck.
Smith's throw into the hands of Fan. So 8 yards on the completion there. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Left side complete to Lockett. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. The Seahawks will call on Michael Dixon on 4th down to punt this one away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 45. Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. There are the numbers for Cook from a week ago. By the end of that one, he was knocking on the door for 200 yards.
And that was as good as I've seen him run the football. I mean, he absolutely attacked that defense. It looked like he was on the varsity, and they were scrimmaging the JV.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't?
And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown! Curtis Samuel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills are on the board first here this afternoon. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And coming out of the end zone, D. Eskridge. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. To throw is Smith.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. And they are over 500 for the season, 4-3. They got back above 500 with a victory last week. And, Charles, you think this is a very important week for them, do you not?
I certainly do, because when you start to do the math, and yes, I'm using my fingers to count. If you're 4-4 at the midway point, let's say you're saying 10 wins is your cutoff line for a playoff berth. It's usually right around that number. A loss here, all of a sudden you got to go 6-2 down the stretch just to reach 10 wins. That means this game is vital.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
On first down, Allen taking a shot for Samuel. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. When you talk about this Seahawk defense, right now in the National Football League, they're ranked number 18 against the pass.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're the top 10 in the league in sacks.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up third down. Throwing now is Allen. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Allen going to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special, because Cover was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense, and they were there to help force the incompletion.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills will add on to their lead. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
This fielded right at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. As it complete to Jackson Smith and Jigba. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 11 yards for number 11. $10-0 to score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
2nd down, here's Charbonnet. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
But if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And they'll run on 3rd down with Charbonnet. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Let's just take it around the 12. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. So here are the Bills to take over. They were winners last week over Tennessee, and they've got the lead here as well. They start this drive out 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 48 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Good-looking run there by Cook as he picks up a first down. And he's established himself now as one of the best backs in the NFL, finishing in the top 5 in rushing last year for the first time in his career.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
They run it again with Cook. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 2nd and 7. And now they'll throw with Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 29-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Khalil Shakir, 29 yards. And the Bills are able to stretch out their lead. The fly route works for the TD grab.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. Sheds off the tackle. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
And Smith's throw into the hands of Lockett. He's still on his feet, and he will step out of bounds all the way down inside the 40. A big play there on the catch and run. 47 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing now is Gino. They'll set up a screen to Charbonnet. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. Here's a 2nd and 8. Here's Smith. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. And from the gun, here's a handoff to Charbonnet. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now here's Jason Myers. He gets set for the Seahawk field goal. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to have a Bills first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season. We'll get started down at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, where it was the Dolphins who were able to pick up the victory at home. Tyreek Hill, a touchdown catch in the victory. From there, we head all the way out west to see what's happening with the LA Chargers. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Saints in that one. Chris Olave with a touchdown reception from Derek Carr. Last in Foxborough, check on the Patriots. And they were winners in their ball game as they were able to handle the visiting New York Jets. Drake May leading the way there as the win gets his guys back to 500 on the year. In the game you're watching, it was Josh Allen who was on target in that first half. His guys have a 2-touchdown lead as we hand it back over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. 17-3 the score as we resume action for the second half on EA Sports. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 37. Starting the third quarter with Cook. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 77 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
Cook with a run on first down, but he'll only manage a couple there before he's taken down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now. This is ball control football. Taking their time and making it work.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Yep.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Now Gino on first down. This is Fant on the short completion. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. Now 2nd and 3. Now a play fake, and it's Smith going right back to Fant. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Again, it's Charbonnet. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
On 1st and 10, it's Charbonnet. Got a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. Second down and a little more than a yard here. Oh, they'll try the sweep. It's Lockett with it. And Lockett going to pick up a Seahawks first down as the tackle made down at the 33. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest.
I know, I heard that.
It was enough to get them the first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
On first down, Smith. This is Fant on the short completion. So nothing doing there, and that'll bring up second down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This
Me too.
is the National Football League on EA Sports. On second down, here's Smith. Out right to Smith and Jigba. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal. Back to throw, Smith.
Oh, wide open.
Touchdown, Seahawks. Pharaoh Brown, his first touchdown on the year.
Probably not till the afternoon. Like my mom said, she probably not pick me up till like between 4:30 and 5.
A little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Yeah.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They've been pretty anemic on this side of the football in the second half, just 3 points, and you just saw the touchdown go the other way. So it's a 2-score game. We're not done here yet.
I think everyone's on the edge of their seats now because they're anticipating what's coming in. I sense that everyone in the stadium knows they need to keep it on the ground. So if you're going to do that, hope the quarterback is stretched a little bit. Some bootlegs, right? Some fakes inside, getting out to the perimeter. Those might be open for him.
Now a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Cook. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. And hold on here.
Yeah, they do.
On that last run, it looks like we have a player who is shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. The Bills on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 99 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Yeah, I don't come back till after Boxing Day.
Up the middle, it's Cook. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll take this one down to the 36. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Allen now looks to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And the Bills will add on to their lead. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach, you want to make sure you have eyes toward return guy, because not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground, we've got to get it back.
We'll get that to Charbonnet. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They'll come to the line. This is 3rd and 3. Now Gino. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Here's first down. Smith. He hits his target, Lockett. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 30. Smith to throw. And complete to Smith and Jigba. Now 2nd and 4. Smith's going to throw it. This is the tight end fan. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
All 3 timeouts still remain. Keep that in mind. They prefer to use them on the defensive end. But here's 1st and 10. Here's Smith. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Gino down to throw. That's caught over the middle by Fant.
A big play looming on 3rd down.
Smith now to throw. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Here's Smith. This will be caught just inside the 10.
3rd down and goal coming up here.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Throwing is Smith. And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And this is going to be recovered by the Bills, and that should all but do it. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Well, you really can't ask for much more than what we just had here. Not only a close game that went down to the wire, Charles, but a clean one, too. No turnovers in this contest.
And I think you're exactly right about that. To me, this is just a pair of offenses trying to find the slightest bit of separation from each other. And they were both hoping that the other side would make the big mistake first. But today, neither side made that mistake. And what we got, a very entertaining game throughout.
So for the Bills,
they improved to 5-3 as they approach the halfway point of this 17-game schedule.
and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Seattle, so long, everybody.
bye week, week 11, week 12. Hey guys, this is Bart Gaming signing off with your host Bart6456. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and hit that like button, and yeah, hit that bell notifications, and I'll see you guys later.